Full Heel Podcast. Please go ahead and subscribe to the Rewrites. That's the band you just heard. Thanks a lot. They're my buddies. They let me use their music. So go ahead and check them out. They're on, I think, SoundCloud, YouTube for sure. That's where I'm listening to it. I also want to thank my guests for joining me today. Ryan Dempsey.
Woo! And the crowd goes wild. How you doing, Rafa?
Pretty good. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Getting ready for, as we were just talking about, the flooding that's due to happen tonight here in Kitchener, according to the Weather Network. So 2020 just keeps getting more and more interesting over here.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's been raining over here. Not that interesting, but whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is.
As long as it's raining, people are gonna stay in, so that's good.
And if they're staying in, they might as well put on YouTube and watch some Full Heel, right?
Yeah. So go ahead and subscribe to this show, subscribe to this podcast right off the bat. Please subscribe to this. It really helps out the show, really helps out the channel. And I want to grow it as much as I can. Like I've been saying, and I need to start doing, which I have been doing other stuff that I've been wanting to do for the podcast, but I need to start getting videos of me playing Xbox Live on there, and I have everything possible to do it. I just need to start doing it. But I don't know if you guys can see through the video. I have the futon. I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast. It's in the background. I got rid of my shelf with the toys, and I moved it over there. So I'll rearrange the Black Series Star Wars on my other shelf that was empty. I got my ring, my WWE ring.
Oh, it came in?
Yeah, I need to open it up. But I came in yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that. I'll probably open it after this, and then display it somewhere with some figs.
Do your death matching, like Baby Yoda taking on Ric Flair.
Yeah. I have stands that are going to have Flair floating in the air like, Baby Yoda fucking with them. Yeah, but
that'd be pretty sweet to set up.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But go ahead and subscribe to here on YouTube or on iTunes, Podbean, wherever you get your audio, so you can just download it. And if you're at work, you can listen to it at work. If you're at home doing chores or shit like that, cleaning up, you can listen to me and Ryan watch In Your House, and we'll try to keep you guys entertained and as descriptive as possible.
Even if you're at home and you're just like you're lounging, like the YouTube videos are always up there, right? Like, you just YouTube, then they just search it and watch us later on. Mm-hmm. You can still join us post delayed or whatever.
Yeah, subscribe to all of them. And if you're on iTunes and you got Apple products, please give us a 5-star rating and leave us a review. I should give shout out to the people that are on there one of these days that have given us 5-star reviews. We got a good amount on there.
Yeah, help move Rafa up the charts so that he can start making bank and getting Vince McMahon's can take notice of him so that he can get his own like Broken Skull style WWE show.
Wouldn't that be something? Well, because you see how the UFC's doing watch-alongs for with fighters.
Oh, yeah.
Weird about it.
Yeah.
It's like fighters fight, right? Just do that.
I made a big boo-boo last week. I completely did not give out any congratulations to Canada's own George St. Pierre on making the UFC Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
I don't think I did. I feel like I got off after we disconnected, and I said I don't think I talked about GSP. But if I didn't, congratulations to the greatest Canadian martial artist on the incredible career and the Hall of Fame induction.
And congratulations to Kevin Randall. He got inducted yesterday.
Yeah. He was the one there when he died. It was just one of those like, oh man, that sucks. He was so young, and it's sad that he won't get to see the induction, but at least his family and friends know that he'll be honored properly.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Good thing I caught that quick. The NDI sources. Good thing I caught them quick. So go ahead and do all that. Please subscribe anywhere and everywhere. Give us a good rating. But go ahead and also bring up In Your House #1 on the WWE Network or wherever you can find it. Bring it up, and I don't know. I got nothing else, Ryan, except I might be getting a second stimulus check, so maybe new cameras.
Yeah.
I think I passed the
Yeah.
house.
I'm on Wednesday night there I was hanging out and you sent me a message there. You sent me the picture I think it was of NXT in your house. Got me so stoked. I loved the in your houses back in the day. Because it was not groundbreaking because it wasn't like a WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. It wasn't like a big pay-per-view, but it was kind of cool. We've talked about it in the past, and I know that tons of other podcasts have mentioned them, but the idea that you can have smaller storylines end at a monthly pay-per-view, or you can have storylines kind of get like an additional chapter with a bigger match. You can see titles changed more frequently than they were changing hands at the time. I loved them back in the day, and they were also they were shorter. So you didn't have to commit 3, 4, 5 hours to a pay per view. 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours tops, and just solid action with the top talent of that time. And eventually they got rid of the in your houses. They just kind of evolved, I guess is the better term, into the pay-per-views that we get monthly now.
Yeah, because a lot of them started getting names. This one was just number one, right, or the premiere.
Yeah, like I think it was like maybe like In Your House and then In Your House 2, and then eventually they did like with the one that we did with Rage in the Cage and Beware of Dog, International Incident. They started getting like those little corny names, and then then they would do like Bad Blood, which ended up becoming a pay-per-view down the line, and it just kind of like sparked the idea that hey, we can do a monthly thing. And so I mean, if you go to the network and you go to you go to the pay-per-view section and you can pick. You go by the pay-per-view name and you see that the retired pay-per-views, those were pretty much all started because of the in your houses. So you can see where they were trying to build from in your house to get something monthly, and then until they finally got something that actually stuck. And they change them time to time, even to this day. They'll change, like Extreme Rules might get lost for a few years and they bring it back and that, but when you hit me up and we had some things planned and you said, hey, what are we doing a couple in your houses? I like, let's go. Like, I'm 100% down to go check out the new generation era of WWE, WWF at the time, and check out some fun talent.
Yeah, well, we have till June, so I'm like, let's do In Your House 1, and we could probably just go down the line, see how many we can get in from there.
Yeah.
And it like you said, it should be awesome. They have a lot of good talent throughout those years. What, 95 through 97?
Yeah, May 95 until I think December 97, maybe maybe February 98. I don't really remember what if that was In Your House or not, but yeah, I think it was December 97 was the final one, but yeah, it was a good era, and you can really see the groundwork being laid if you watch enough of them, you can kind of see where they were going. Like, you see talent slowly leaving and new talent coming up. You see the evolution better of a guy like, say, Stone Cold, where he started off to where he blew up into the stratosphere. Before that, you would have seen him at the Royal Rumble, then you would have seen him 2 months later, then you would have seen him 3 months later, then you would have seen him 2 months later. So here, now all of a sudden, you get to see a constant character growth, even with a lot of those guys that became crucial. Like, we're going to see tonight or today on this In Your House 1, Road Dogg, and you're going to the guy who's eventually become part of the New Age Outlaws, like how he started off.
If you were to watch, right?
Yeah. Sorry, the road. Yeah, so if you were to start off as the roadie and then you fast forward to 97, like how the hell did he get to here?
Different clothes and shit and everything.
Yeah, the In Your Houses really help show you the story better than just like the weekly pay-per-view, weekly Raws. You get a lot more development on the pay-per-views.
Yeah, no, and we've definitely had some fun watching some In Your Houses. They're jam-packed, and whenever we need to do, maybe, cut it down to an hour when we're like, fuck, we're starting kind of late, or, let's do a shorter one this week. It's a perfect 2-hour little thing that you can slide right in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she said.
What? We gotta keep it PG, Ryan. We're in the PG era.
Slide it right in there. Tell your sex
Just
tape.
like Seth Rollins. What?
You what? Yeah, props to Becky, eh?
Yeah. Pregnant. She's gonna be a mom. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. They really. I think they screwed up that segment though.
Yes.
I think that they. I don't know. I understand that they really couldn't have her getting beaten up terribly. You don't want to be responsible for a miscarriage, obviously, but I don't know. I think they could have just vacated the title, and they could have done something else from there, kind of like the Intercontinental tournament they're doing now. But
I don't know if me and Jesus talked about it yesterday on the podcast. I know me and him talked about it, but I don't know if it was on the podcast while we were recording. But they definitely had a missed opportunity, no pun intended. But after she gave her the title, Asuka should have missed it her. And then we have an awesome heel, no harm to Becky, and we have an incredible emotional moment because we've already had it once, but now she's a mom. And now she had to relinquish everything that she had to give up, and then Asuka's still going to be the bitch and spit in her face. And this is stolen from CM Punk. I read it off of CM Punk. So it's a definitely missed opportunity. I don't know if me and Jesus talked about it yesterday. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they could have definitely done because I don't know like how much of it is, like how much is story and how much is whatever just personal character growth. But Shayna Baszler is really using this time to get really heelish, and that's awesome. I like that. But at the same time, you have a champion now that you could they could have made her. They made her like this like ridiculous heel going forward because now. What's she gonna do? Like, and it was, I don't know. There's a lot to it. It's even like a waste of the Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Because when she reveals it, oh, this is the contract, and she opens it up, it's attached to the title. You're the champion. Like, all right, like that's like I'm like okay, like that's it. Like it could have been so. You could have had anything. You could have had. There's so many different things. Like imagine Asuka gets eliminated in the tournament, and then she can come back in the finals and to win the belt. Or, you said like you could have had given Shayna that run with the belt finally. That I think she kind of deserves a bit of a big push. Give her Money in the Bank. If you're going to give Asuka the title, just give Shayna Money in the Bank and do something. Like figure something different out. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the title drop and all that kind of stuff, but that's me.
They definitely could have done it better. I don't know if they just gave Becky full reins to do whatever she wanted, and she's just like, "Look, I just need to get out."
Yeah,
and it wasn't really thought about that much. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't take it into account and do a creative angle on it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But congratulations to Seth and Becky. I love a woman with an accent.
And I'll tell you, Seth Rollins on Raw in that tag team match, he looked like every man that I know who just found out that he's having a baby.
That's hilarious.
His hair was like all like he was like in the corner, like oh god.
It was pretty hilarious. I know they're doing the angle where he's distraught and everything, but it played in perfectly.
It was you could not have like it was good. Mm-hmm. And the memes are out there too. Like it's good. I love it.
Yeah. So should we get this bit started or what?
Yeah, let's roll on this one.
All right, Ryan. Do you want to give us a countdown or should I?
I'll give it a roll this time.
All right, give me 1 second. This one's counting down from, this one's counting up. Okay, so this one needs to be started. All right, I'm ready when you are, Ryan.
All right, so on go, we have 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, so I started the timer and the pay-per-view at the same time.
That's the old school World Wrestling Federation intro. Whew.
Yeah, this is super old. It's not even like filled in.
This is 25 years and 3 days ago, eh?
Oh yeah. You were saying that it was the 1 year anniversary too.
Yeah, it was the 14th of May was the first one, and I think I want to say it was this one, but it might have been a different one. But they gave away an actual house. And
this is the first. I saw the Raw before this. They gave away a house.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that was the best part too. Yeah, like there was the big competition too, where it was you get some lucky winner gets a house. I think it was like some like 12-year-old kid ends up winning it.
Yeah, something
Spoiler
like
alert.
that. Like you just had to mail in your shit.
Yeah,
Um,
you just picked up a WWF magazine back in the day. You fill it out, you put it in the mail, and that's it.
yeah, man. There's a Razor Ramon coming out in blue for SummerSlam, and I think I'm gonna miss him because he's a Target exclusive, and he's already sold out. The pre-sale was already sold out on.
Oh damn!
But it's a badass line. They have my aunt, Greg the Hammer Valentine, in it, and I want that figure as well.
You want
They have
your aunt?
Bobby the Brain Heenan in the bunny suit. I want
Oh
that
no
one as well.
way!
They just it's a badass line. It's a Legends line,
Okay.
but a Survivor Series Legends line, and all those badass ones sold out real quick online. So
Fuck
now
right.
it's a matter of me hunting them down at the Targets. Which I did find Macho King. Jesus hasn't been able to find a Macho King of that sort. So when I found the one for the Royal Rumble,
Oh okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
the one I got,
Where
ooh
he attacks
yeah,
Warrior for in that match against Sergeant Slaughter.
yes, with the scepter
Yeah.
or with the light.
Well, first with the lights and then with the scepter.
Yeah. So they were showing the house, the In Your House.
And I like this too because like back in the day here, they actually give you like the lineup of who's fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like you don't get that now. Where it's almost like the UFC intros where they interview the guys with the black and white and they just kind of give a quick description of the thoughts on their fights.
Was that a cop or a guy dressed up as Big Boss Man in the crowd?
I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see, and
There was a guy dressed up as a cop.
that's awesome.
I don't know if he was a cop.
Look at
He might have
Hendrick.
been. He could have been security.
He wants
Doc
a job. He's
Hendricks.
got to cut his hair.
Hey Vince, I got an idea. Let's do this in your house.
Yeah. Even the logo, It's like a mailbox.
It's like the WWF will be like in your house for like 2 hours. Damn, that
Yeah, I
guy's
love
huge.
it. And even like I mean, for me it is nostalgic, but the entrance, I love the house that they're coming out of the house. I
Mm-hmm.
like that.
And it's kind of similar to what the house. Oh, look, is that where they're gonna pull it out
Oh
of?
yeah, there's all the
Oh, that's
letters
pretty
that they
cool.
got.
So they have like a glass display thing, a giant one that wraps around the house. Well, so the entrance is like it looks like the house that they're giving away. I guess it's a doorway
Pretty
and then
much,
like
yeah.
a garage with the side, but the garage door would have like Hakushi, or yeah, would have their names as they're coming out on displays and shit. Around that is like a glass thing with a bunch of mail-in postcards to see who's gonna get the thing. Damn, Hakushi chopped Bret in the throat on March
I,
25th,
and
and then
yeah,
moonsaulted on him.
and we've talked about this before. Hakushi, man, he was one of those guys that just didn't get a break in WWF. He had a good little run with Bret Hart and then just kind of faded away, and that was it. Like we've seen him, I think, a couple of times now on some pay-per-views or maybe on some Raws, but man, he probably wouldn't have been like a long-lasting guy. Probably wasn't going to get a heavyweight title reign, but he could have been in like the Intercontinental title picture for sure back in like the mid-90s. He had the athletic ability for sure.
And Bret today has to take on, in this pay-per-view, he has to take on Hakushi, and then later on he'll take on Jerry the King Lawler. And
Yeah.
I forgot what the stipulation was, but Jerry's just trying to get revenge.
Yeah, they're look at the mullet on Todd Pettengill.
Oh,
Woo!
man.
Joe Exotic called. He said, "Thanks for the idea." Yeah, no, I forget. Like, yeah, this is right around this time. Brett's gonna be taking on like Hakushi and Dr. Isaac Yankum, who will become Kane. And there might be another guy, but this the Jerry the King Lawler Bret Hart rivalry from this time frame was pretty fun, and including the Kiss My Foot match that they ended up having at one of the pay-per-views.
Did it already happen? I was gonna ask you, but I forgot.
I forget now. I want to say it happened at like a SummerSlam or a King of the Ring, but I could be very wrong about that.
Let me look it up. We got time. Bret versus King Kiss My Foot match. King seems to be pretty mad, and he's already talking mad shit about this guy's parents. So let's see.
Yeah.
I don't know, June 25th, 1995. So it's coming up.
It's next month then.
Yeah, this is the. It might even they might even talk about it after the match.
This was probably what starts it up. So like, you can probably imagine that Bret's gonna win and King's gonna get all pissed off, and King's gonna cut some pretty fun promos after because he's gonna do like the I'm not gonna shower until our match, and he's walking around in the horse manure in the stables and all that stuff. Really, really selling the fact that Bret's gonna have to kiss a stank foot.
With poo on it.
Yeah.
He pooted.
He pooted. You get that members only subscription, or was it OnlyFans, whatever? OnlyFans subscription for Sonny yet?
You know, Ryan. Don't pretend like you don't know.
Members only. That's the jackets. I love that. I forget where the article's from, but I was just scrolling through, and Sonny came out, and she's like, back in 1996 or 1997, I was the most downloaded female on the internet, or most downloaded person on the internet. Now here I am, in 2020, and I want to be number one again. I'm like, got some work cut out for you.
Yeah, good luck. Are those real on Takushi, or
I don't know. I think we've talked about this before. Like, they don't wear off in the matchups or any of his matches that I've seen, because he had them in ECW also, the one we saw with Jeff.
Yeah.
And they don't come off. I don't know if it's like a special ink that he uses so that they don't come off for character.
That they have to be like some kind of solution that takes it off.
Yeah.
Alcohol, bleach, Lysol.
A lot of scrubbing.
Drink Lysol.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at Kushi over here.
Yeah, you can move.
He's got some agility on him.
And in Bret's book,
very unorthodox over here.
In Bret's book, he talked about Hakushi, and he was saying how they were talking backstage, putting this match together, and he said, like, listen, like they don't think this is this is the opening matchup. They don't have high hopes for anything, or just whatever. Let's go out there and steal the show. And you can just tell based off what these guys are doing just in the first 2 minutes here that they're going to steal the show.
Yeah,
they already just have like this flow to their matchups.
Get him, Hakushi. Get him. Get that Hitman. Is King even out there? No, right? It's just
no, I think it's no. I think
it was Vince and
Vince and Doc, maybe Jim Ross.
Oh yeah, it was Doc. Damn, nice shoulder block by Hakushi. Floated up there for a while.
Let's see. No, they're not real tattoos. I just found a picture of him without them.
Oh, okay.
And he's looking pretty old.
See, this is what I got, Ryan.
Oh, nice.
It switches from Raw to Survivor Series, but it's not the aprons, so it's not the authentic one.
Oh, okay.
It's not the scale one.
Yeah, I can see.
But they're plates that switch on and off, so I can make it either one of them. The SmackDown was Royal Rumble, SmackDown, and Raw was Survivor Series Raw.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna get all the stuff is underneath. I just haven't opened it yet. They're like, oh my God, my God. Some of you would play around with that.
And you got that little baby Yoda.
Yeah, I got Baby Yoda from the Black Series, $10.
Yeah, and that thing is tiny, eh? Like,
yeah, he's like literally, he's a peanut size, and he probably is to scale. I need to stand them up next because I do have a Yoda with lightsaber, so
okay,
he should be smaller than Yoda, a lot smaller. Yoda's already small as it is. So.
Right.
So I think it is to scale. It has to be to scale because it's a Black Series fig. People are complaining about the size, but I think it is to scale. I should have gotten two of them, one to open, one to seal. Because I do have a couple stack downs though. The WWE like Lego mini things.
Oh, okay. I think I know the I had the I guess kind of similar. They were to be honest, there was I think 6 or 8 total, but they were like sold in 2 sets, and they came with a little tiny ring, and it was like Yokozuna, Bret Hart, Owen Hart was in, Ahmed Johnson, Taker. This is back in the day, and yeah, they were these little tiny guys. Their arms would only move this way, no other way, and but yeah, they were just so tiny, but they were perfect for if you ever going on like a road trip as a kid. You can like grab like 8 wrestlers.
Yeah. No,
You can have it.
these
So
are
that was
literally the Lego version of them. I guess WWE just made Lego. They didn't call them Legos. They fit with Legos. They call them stack downs,
right.
and they bend at the elbows. They go like that, and they're just like little Lego dudes.
I like the
They're
little
pretty
ones.
sick. I have the NWO pack, one open and one sealed, and then I started collecting a bunch of them. I got like a Brock Lesnar, a Sting. I got an American Badass Undertaker on the bike.
Oh, nice.
They're pretty cool. I wish I would have gotten more of them, but I passed up on a lot of them. Like the WrestleMania ring they had was pretty sick. It's worth like $100 now. Online.
Damn.
Should
Get
it's
that
probably
up.
like
Get
more.
that shit on eBay.
People want a lot of money for that because they stopped that stack down line. I don't know why. I wish they'd bring it back.
How old or how long ago was that they had those? Would you say?
I got it right around the same time I started getting my figs. So
Okay, so about
5 years ago.
right. Okay.
It's ridiculous that I've been collecting for 5 years and I have this many toys. I'm still waiting on my Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
And Jin's great. He comes with a little platform that'll play the.
Is the Ronda's in? Did you say?
Ronda's in. I got Shinsuke and Ronda. You want to see him? real
Okay.
quick?
Yeah, that Shinsuke that you sent me the pictures of Shinsuke. It would look badass, man.
Wherever you're passing up on a good match. But Bret's got 2 of them, so it's all good. I got an
Yeah.
Ultimate Edition Bret, one of my favorite figs. I don't think he's wearing this.
No, it's more like that spray paint. That it's from the King of the Ring.
The one I have is no way.
95. I think it is 94.
Yeah, so if people don't know what Ultimate Editions are, they're WWE's new line of figures. They're $30 figures. They're not defining moments. Defining moments are $30 as well, but they're better packaged. I would say I like the packaging better. It's like golden and like more square.
Yeah.
These are the Ultimate Editions for people that don't know. I guess I do love toys. Might as well, talk about it on my podcast. So let me switch cameras real quick, just so people get a better look. All right. So these are the Ultimate Editions. It's Ronda Rousey. I got Ronda Rousey here, but she comes with a fucking jacket, different arms, so it looks like she's wearing a jacket, and then I don't know if you can see the 2 different things back there.
Oh yeah.
Her poses, I guess, and like it's supposed to recreate that specifically. The fucking light off of there sucks. Oh, there we go. Nope.
Yeah. Oh,
But it's
yeah,
all right.
the
But like,
little kilt that she was wearing there is good to further.
yeah, she's got the kill too. I wish they came with championships. But the only reason I got her and Shinsuke is because they dropped past a certain amount. So Shinsuke comes with 3 heads. They're pretty cool. They're different expressions, and you can see his mouth guard on one of them. He comes with his wrestling attire hands, and the jacket comes off, so you have
You can have like the pose it up in the matches. Yeah, I like that they don't just have it as like legends only. Like they have like the current roster getting a shot at it too, or getting it bigger as well, I should say.
Yeah. So this is my 4th Ultimate Edition, and Ultimate Editions are probably the better of the figs because they have, like I said, they have toe articulation. They have better. They don't have ab crunch. They have waist, or they have like right under the abs, or like I don't know, right where the ribs attach. They have swivel all around. So
Yeah,
it moves a
like
lot
we were
better.
saying last week, you end up getting like basically like 12 figures in one. If you take a look at how many things you can take off, add on, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you get different poses and shit like that. They have double joints on the elbows, which is awesome. All the elites and the defining moments only have single bends in the elbows.
Right.
So I don't like that. Especially once they give you the option of having double bend. But that's how they fucking make their money, because I have like 4 Finn Balor's that are open and they're all different. But now I want the Ultimate Edition one because not only does it have 3 separate heads, but it has the double joints on the elbows and toe articulation.
Kind of looked like
he did just drop to $24 instead of $30.
Yeah. That cartwheel elbow was almost reminiscent of the one that China used to do. I don't know if you remember those.
China, yeah,
China.
yeah. Hakushi's was way better though. China was a lot slower.
Well, because he like flew there at the end. He wasn't really close. He had to like get some lift on his jump.
Mm-hmm.
The chaos.
The kiddos.
Nice. Ooh, that one almost looked like he was going for like a neck breaker in a way.
Did he fucking knee him in the back of the head?
Ooh, that looked rough. The original Nia Jax.
Ah. He went there, guys. He went there. The new Ultimate Editions that are coming out are John Cena.
Ooh.
And Becky Lynch. Becky Two Belts. She comes with 2 belts.
So like Carla's birthday's on Friday. She was like, "What did you guys get me?" We're like, "We can't tell you." And Kara had gone out to the store to get a bunch of her stuff for her, and she goes, "Okay, Daddy, Mommy went out. Now you have to go out and get me something." I said, "I got you something." She goes, "What'd you get me?" I'm like, "I got you a Becky Lynch." She goes, "What's that?" I'm like, "She's an Irish girl wrestler." She goes, "You didn't get me that." I'm like, "Well, now I might just have to just to prove a point."
Yeah. You gonna go to Toys R Us?
Yeah, just if anything, I'll try to just order offline. No COVID.
No COVID. It might take a little bit longer than 2 days. Fucking Amazon doesn't want to deliver my toys that fast.
Well, yeah.
Essential.
My PlayStation controller died on me, so I ordered one from Amazon. And I said it was going to be here in a week. I'm like, yeah, take figures. And we're going on 2 weeks now, and they're like, we'll email you with the new delivery date. I'm like, it's been 2 weeks. It's been a week since you were supposed to have it delivered. You still haven't sent me the damn email. Like you at least have someone say, it's gonna be just anything. It's gonna be a month. I don't care. Like, just tell me.
Running Bulldog by Bret over there.
Beautiful one.
Backbreaker.
Yeah.
Boom.
So classic. So signature. Followed by the diving elbow now. Yep.
Here we go. Boom.
I wish I knew more about like Japanese culture to know what's up with the manager. Why he has his face painted that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it almost reminds me of the mask that Asuka wears.
Yeah, it's just missing the dripping eye paint.
Yeah. It almost...
You know what's crazy now? I have to start getting the girl figures.
Oh, that was
it's not crazy, but like
line.
I have Ronda now, so I kind of have to get like a Becky Lynch, a cool Charlotte Flair.
No, don't you have a Triple H? They can have a Triple H in an armbar like at WrestleMania.
On the ring post, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have that style of Triple H as well. Did she do it at the WrestleMania after 30? She was at 31, right? Or was she at 29? She wasn't at 30, right?
Wasn't it? It was 30. He fought Daniel Bryan at 30. Mm-hmm. 31. He fought Sting. Was it maybe 33? Forgetting. I'm trying to think when Kurt Angle came back. Was it about 3 years ago? Yeah, you know what? Because 35 she lost, so it was 34. The WrestleMania 34 that she fought with Kurt Angle. Going after the manager.
God, yeah, he fucking dove out on him.
My foot, I'll do a diving.
Yeah, I'll beat the fuck out of you. Grabbing my foot. Hakushi with a nice drop kick.
Mm-hmm. Loving it.
What a great! Both of these guys.
It's a good little matchup to start the show.
Yeah. Blocked by Bret here, blocking the suplex on Hakushi.
Oh,
Bret with the suplex to the outside. Oh, and both men fall out. Take a tumble. And Bret might have taken the worst of it here, Ryan. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know, man. Bret's got to be careful. He's got another matchup later on tonight, and I don't know if he's going to be 100% now.
Yeah. He shouldn't be taking these maneuvers so lightly.
Who's that guy beside Vince?
I don't know.
On the right-hand side?
He's got to take into account that he's got a match later with the King.
Doot.
Yeah. Man, I've been using a lot more hand sanitizer, but it's whatever. Germs are everywhere. I'm going to become the germ guy. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, you're just...
No, I got to get used to it at work anyway. They're giving us free hand sanitizer too. I'm using my own, but like at work, I use it a lot. And they put up dividers and shit. It's whatever.
Oh, here it
I'll
comes.
follow the fucking
Here's
rules. Just keep
yep.
upping. Moonsault. Boom.
Oh, Bret's leg
not
went to a
good
weird angle
moonsault.
there. Ooh, that was a bad. Ooh, that was.
Bret should have tried to avoid that instead of catching it right on the shoulders there, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have a lot of room here, either. They're between the ring and the table is really tight
I'm thinking,
on the show.
Depending on what leg he's, because I saw a little bit of this earlier. Depending on what leg, Bret's gonna start working here. That might have been real.
Yeah.
It looked like he tweaked it on the way down. Like it looked like
it looked like his his foot kind of got like caught underneath him. It looked like there. Yeah.
Kind of like when Krokop got knocked out by Gonzaga.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Reversal here by the Hitman. Hakushi.
And
Hitman reverses it into a pin, a roll-up cradle.
Gets the 3.
What? I wasn't paying attention earlier.
What'd you do here?
Wait. Dying. No, dying.
What?
So the
Oh, watch out. Ah! Oh, God.
What is it? What happened?
Arts and crafts.
Macaroni?
Oh, God. Yep. I have glitter all over me.
Ah!
Look at your castle. Oh, my goodness. I love it.
I need to start doing arts and crafts.
Yeah, you put it so much. Be so careful. It dips everywhere. I need something for my fingers here. Perfect. I love it. Thanks, buddy.
See, we're a kid-friendly show.
Oh, God.
The Hitman limping out of here. Not looking good for him, especially with him having to take on Jerry the King Lawler later on.
I got more glitter on me than Cindy on main stage.
You got more glitter on you than Liberace?
There we go.
In gold dust?
Yeah.
That's more of a relatable reference that people can understand.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that could be an actual limp that Bret's got going on there.
Yeah, that was the leg that got cut under him.
I'd believe it if... Yeah, no, man. You got the tassels on that jacket.
Jerry the King here. Oh, he's trying to get the match going?
Yeah. He's like, we got to go right now. He's hurt. Let's go. I got him.
Fuck that. He just had a match with Hakushi. Let his real injury fucking recover.
Yeah, seriously.
It did not look good on that moonsault to the outside. So what's our main event? It's Sid versus Diesel for the...
Versus Diesel for the title, yeah.
Diesel's defending, right?
Yeah, he's in the middle of his year-long run right now.
Is it a lumberjack match?
I don't think so. I think it's just a straight-up match. Right. I don't remember.
All right, you win this round, Ryan.
It's kind of funny. You think Vince wants big guys to be main eventing his shows, and you get Sid and Diesel, who history is not really kind to when it comes down to abilities in the ring.
It's the master of the powerbomb.
That's it. That was the who was that? That was Sid and Vader's tag team back in WCW back in the early '90s. Was the masters of the powerbomb.
Okay.
They had a horrible match against Sting and Bulldog, Bash at the Beach or Beach Blast, 91 or 92. I love the hype of it. We got an armored truck here to deliver all of these contest slips.
You had
be honest. Be honest. How bad do you want that hat and glasses?
Oh my god. I hated Jeff Jarrett, and maybe it's because I was a kid and I was a Razor Ramon fan, and this is one of the feuds before I guess Razor Ramon left. One of the major feuds, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know how big JJ was. I just knew I hated him.
Yeah, when you go back as an adult and watch these things, and you kind of like see these guys, you really do appreciate it more because you understand like, wow, I hated this guy when I was a kid, and that's what he was like. You realize like he was actually selling the way he was supposed to.
Oh, look at the glasses.
Oh yeah,
I'd take a pair of them if I could get them. The hat glasses.
100%. Yeah, like I hated him growing up, but now I go back and I actually watch Jeff Jarrett's matches, and like he's like I can appreciate him a lot more as the competitor. Um, it kind of sucks the whole Jerry Jarrett, trying to shove him down everyone's throat when he joined WWF back in the day and all that stuff. But I mean, and Jeff Jarrett did the same thing when he went to WCW. He got the pen, and he was able to. Well, he called his finisher the stroke, for Christ's sake. I mean, like he wasn't trying to hide the fact that he was a world champion because he had the book. He was able to do what he wanted.
Yeah. Should have never been the leader of fucking Hey Yo of the NWO. Not Paul, but Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, like everyone in that incarnation, Bret Hart, Stevie Ray, Scott Steiner, Jeff Jarrett, that was like just that would be like right now if they were to start up DX and they had like Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, like like it's like, yeah, okay, I guess you guys can use the group's name, but it's not the same thing. Like,
yeah. Hey yo, JJ.
Never. Just think about that. NWO is gonna be 25 years next year, eh?
Damn.
Yeah.
God damn. Check out our NWO episode. Me and Ryan go through the start of the NWO up until the end. After the finger poke of doom.
Real NWO, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit.
And
after
actually,
that.
if you look here, Jeff Jarrett's wearing the white and black. He was giving us a heads up of what was going to happen in 5 years' time.
Mm-hmm.
He knew.
Yeah. You got Razor with this nice yellow outfit.
Beauty, yeah. I love the Cuban, because of that Cuban American promos that he was dropping back in before his debut. Though that vest almost looks like the shirts that he was wearing when he was driving around in the convertible.
They have that fig too.
Do they really?
I don't have that fig. Yeah, the ones that his promos with that shirt and the pants,
like
the purple pants,
awesome.
like I don't know, like red or something. Badass vest.
I picked up the Razor Ramon DVD set there a few years back. And they have all of those promos from before. Oh fuck, so good, man. Mm-hmm. He could sell like no one's business.
The chicas are for fun, man. Look at that guy wearing a Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan jersey.
Last dance tonight, eh? Final one.
The last two?
Yeah. It's been fun to go back and check them out. Take me back to, again, this era of this pay-per-view, back to my childhood. I love it.
Mm-hmm. It's nice reliving nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll ever care for sports as much as I did at that time. I got spoiled.
Yeah, I was even telling my buddy's like, hey man, you want to come by and watch the hockey game? This is like a year or 2 years ago. And I was like, I can't really even watch hockey. I grew up and hockey was my it. Like I knew the ins and outs nonstop about hockey. But I don't know, the past 15 years, I like it. I still support the Red Wings and that. I don't know. I just don't get into it as much as I used to anymore. I can't. It's not what I remember from when I was a kid. To sound like an old man, I guess. It's just, I don't know.
It's not the same.
Back in my day, you can actually see how tall Razor Ramon actually is here too. Like they always point out like how Razor's the same size as Hogan, and you're like, no way. Mm-hmm. When you see him in the ring there against Jeff Jarrett, and he's got a good
he's a giant
on top of him.
He's gigantic. Rhodey he's on the outside.
Rhodey looks like, oh my god, he looks like a country singer right out of the Florida trailer park. Like,
Was that guy from the Counting Crows that had the hair like that?
I think that's right. Yeah,
That white guy with the dreads, but that held it in like a...
yeah.
Him and Road Dogg, only two guys to ever have that fucking hair.
Mr. Jones and me.
Is that your band over there?
Yeah. Here, for people know, as I was the actual lead singer. I had like the Jeff Jarrett thing. I just lip synced.
Mm-hmm.
I just.
Razor avoiding the drop kick.
Oh, nice! No, that was a good clothesline.
Right in front of the announce team.
God, everyone's got a mullet here. Jesus.
Razor's got a super mullet. People just don't fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
Razor's has like it's longish on top, but it's a lot shorter than the bottom.
Yeah, you don't realize until you see like from behind how long his hair actually is down his back, eh?
Yeah. No, that's a mullet of sorts, I would say.
I forgot that the roadie, because he used to do that thing with his hat where he would cut the top of his hat off and have the hair going out of the top of the hat. Like,
Oh no.
man, the 90s were a wild time, man. It was the wild, wild west of fashion.
As a friend, you gotta say something, Chico.
Maybe they did. Maybe they said, "Hey, we can't really see enough of your hair. Why don't you cut the top of your hat off?" And he's like, "You know what? That sounds like a great idea."
So, you know what? You're right.
And they were just pranking him to see how far they could go.
I like that.
Ain't I great?
Jeff Jarrett, baby.
I think he's probably one of 2 people, 3 people to use the figure 4 as a finisher.
Ric Flair, him, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair's got the figure 8. Nah.
Same shit. Different toilet.
Yeah.
But it has more leverage on it, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, whatever, dude. You win.
I think someone should actually figure out a way to use the reverse figure 4 as their finisher.
How to lock it in reverse already?
Yeah. You have to lay on the ground and force your opponent to put you in a figure 4 so you can reverse it to make them tap.
Well, yeah, that's how you have to.
That's how you do it.
Come on, get me.
How was it that in every single match he ends up being put in a figure 4? Like, haven't these guys learned yet?
He only has to face Ric Flair, that's it.
Yeah.
Look at the roadie over here dancing.
He's got reason to, man. He's got the great Scott Hall down. Scott Hall probably has some like the best ring attire.
Yeah.
He's always had it, like especially the Razor Ramon character, because it was always so basic. It was just razors with his name on it. But they let him use pink for long enough, green for long enough. They never really overdid it, and they just changed the scheme up every once in a while to keep it fresh.
And then the vest too.
Yeah.
Simple vest. You switch it up though. Because it was black in the back. And then the front had like all the weird ass colors and like the different patterns and shit.
And
but it always kind of matched his trunk attire.
And when he rolled over into the NWO, did the same style where it just had, because it was like paint dripping down. It was a basic, just black on the back, maybe.
I have both. I have white drip
Hall
and
or
red
NWO.
drip. Hall. And then one says Hall on the trunks. One has 2 Lone Wolf on the back.
Right, yeah.
The others, one says Outsiders in the back. I got a couple different halls. I need Razor Ramones. I have one Razor, but I haven't opened them. And then one basic Razor, but I don't like it because it's a basic.
No.
Buy that second Razor. It's $40, but oh no.
The mirror broke? Oh, okay.
Someone
7 years bad luck. That's great.
Someone missing an arm?
Nah, not yet. They just broke a mirror. They got it a week ago, and I've been telling them every single day that mirror's gonna get broken. Just you gonna give him? Oh, I was gonna say he's gonna razor edge him outside the ring.
Oh no!
Oh, it sounds a lot worse than it is, guys. Don't worry.
Ryan, what are you guys doing to those kids?
No one's missing anything. Hey, I've been on here with you. Don't worry. I got an alibi.
The
Oh,
roadie with the
roadie.
clothesline from the.
Yeah. I don't even think he ever used the ropes in a regular match, let
Yeah.
alone to dive out on the outside.
Yeah, from the second turnbuckle to the outside. It was earlier on in his career, I guess.
True, yeah. It's like when you watch Stone Cold back in like WCW, or even as early in his WWF run, and you see the stuff he's doing, and then you know obviously after the neck injury,
He was just actually in the promo for the In Your House NXT thing.
was he really?
It's Triple H and Shawn talking about it, and then the roadie comes up and he's like, "Hey, didn't you have a big part in it, Triple H?" And Triple H is like, "Yeah. Let's move on." And he's like, "No, didn't you face one of the Godwin brothers?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's move on." And he's like, "Didn't he throw you in a big pile of shit?" And
I haven't seen actually
it might have been on
outside of,
NXT itself because I saw NXT yesterday.
outside of Money in the Bank. I haven't caught too much this week. I've been binging the fuck out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Watched 5 seasons in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
God damn.
Yeah.
Big
Well, it's
neck
like-
breaker by Jarrett.
What'd you think of Money in the Banks last weekend?
I liked the last segment.
Yeah.
But like other than that, nothing really stood out.
No, it was quick. Like when after Otis won the Money in the Bank and the match was over, I'm like, that's it.
Yeah, it seemed like it was
Like
really
it's
fast.
9:30. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, and it's over. Because they had the network had the last ride scheduled for 10 o'clock, so I hit record, and I go into the living room to put on Money in the Bank, and it was just like so I'm going back and forth as making dinner and watching Money in the Bank. It's like 9:30, and I go back out and I see the Undertaker. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, so guess I'm not watching this, and I have to wait for it to get onto demand to finally see it. But
Yeah, no, it was quick. It's definitely quick.
kind of I don't know. The Otis thing was, I don't know. I guess you're capitalizing on the current popularity of him right now. But I don't know. Like it was kind of a weak finish.
Yeah, 100%.
Like just to have Otis win it, and because it was taped so far in advance, he had, I guess, done a promo where he said he's probably going to go for the SmackDown tag titles. So I'm like, okay, so it's I guess he's getting a title match at some point in time. Him, Heavy Machinery, but okay, like kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a miss because I don't think they're going to use it right.
Like unless they were to do, like I think I was telling you about it, like when Kennedy won Money in the Bank, and he was going to get suspended for drug issues.
Kennedy.
So he dropped it to ended up dropping his briefcase to Edge. If they were to do something like that, where Mandy turns her back on Otis and helps Dolph Ziggler get Money in the Bank, I'd be done with that. But they won't do that.
They have the IC belt that he could jump into.
Yeah,
That shit's vacant right now.
they're saying that Sammy wants his release because of that.
Does he not want to wrestle or something, or what's up with it?
He's concerned with COVID, from what I've heard. He just same thing as Roman Reigns. Like Roman Reigns doesn't want to be there. And Sami Zayn's like, I just don't feel comfortable right now being out and about and all that stuff. And they're like, nope, too bad then.
Well, he is champion.
Yeah. Well, so was Lesnar.
Yeah.
Lesnar shows up 3 times a year and he's the champion.
He's the best, Ryan. What can you do?
And it's like, like Jeff said it best, one sells, one doesn't. But at the same time, it's like it's still storylines that are that get stagnant. I guess I don't know.
It sucks to see Sami Zayn's first reign end like that, especially.
Yeah. Well, and you have to wonder, like, too, like if this whole thing wasn't going down, like what would he be doing? Where would he be and all that stuff? Like. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. What can you do?
Yeah, I have no idea. The guy doesn't want to show up. I guess best you can do is strip him. But
Gotta do something, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where it goes from there. Did he do it because he saw everyone else getting released and he's like, "Fuck it, I want my release too"?
He could, yeah, maybe that could be it too. But they just released Drew Gulak yesterday or today.
That was weird.
Yeah. Well, I guess he wasn't released, or he wasn't. It was a re-signing thing. I guess his contract expired. I saw it today, and they just didn't bother re-signing him. But I mean, potato, potato.
Yeah. Pay me.
Yeah.
Ooh, Razor. The backdrop off the second rope onto the roadie.
It's a pretty solid handicap match.
Yeah. Yeah, you had them wear down Razor because it's just 2-on-1. Razor's finally getting a comeback, and now Jeff Jarrett's working on that leg. And this isn't for the belt, right? It's just a 2-on-1.
Just a 2-on-1, yeah.
It was supposed to be a 2-on-2, but they fucked up the kid.
The kid, yeah.
Razor has kid on the side of his boot. Razor's Edge on the roadie, or on Jeff Jarrett over here?
Yeah, this is the one where they did the whole angle, like Royal Rumble. They attacked his knee, and then at WrestleMania, his knee gives out. That's
Razor's
it.
Edge, bro.
Razor gets it.
That's it. Yep. The impossible. Razor just beat two guys. By God. By God.
Two future Hall of Famers, no less.
Yeah. But then the roadie tried to come in and fuck him up. Razor avoided it, and boom. Nice fucking up roadie. Damn, someone was raising up that Hasbro Razor.
The figures, yeah.
I want it. I don't even like those figs.
Oh,
boom.
take out the knee, chop blocked.
By Jarrett. He's gonna lock. Yep. Oh no, I thought he was gonna lock in the figure 4. He might.
Yeah,
yep,
there it is.
There you go. I was just gonna drop the elbow on it a couple times. Here you go, the figure 4. By God, he's got a family.
Did Road Dog dancing? Aldo Montoya, the Portuguese man of war, coming in for the save.
Why though?
Well, they're both Hispanic, right? Portugal, that's part of Cuba, right?
I thought that was Europe.
Yeah. You know Vince McMahon's thought process.
Yeah, they speak some kind of other language that's not English.
It's not English, right? So
Yeah.
they're countrymen, right?
Sounds like Spanish. Let's just fucking pair them up. Over the top rope.
Take out the knee again. That was a really weird chop block.
Yeah.
No, Savio Vega coming for the save.
Another Hispanic guy. He'll come and save it.
Yeah.
Another Hispanic guy. What was Savio Vega's Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Los Boricuas.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say it's McMahon. You know, we're in New York. They got a lot of Puerto Ricans in New York, right? We'll have him make the save in New York.
Puerto Rico, Cuba, same thing.
But I love how the referees only come out to stop the fight when the bad guys are the ones getting their asses kicked.
Well, no, it's because of the Hispanics are the bad hombres. That's why.
That's it. Yes.
Look, Savio's about to attack the officials.
Who's this guy with the hair over here?
Don't be hating.
It is actually really funny. If you go back and watch a lot of this, look, they got the cops out here now. The amount of the amount of very, very subtle racism that Vince McMahon was able to utilize in his storylines that everyone noticing.
Why not take JJ and the roadie when they attacked Razor after he beat them? Isn't that illegal?
Unless that's Savio's debut, maybe. Maybe he's came from the crowd. King of the Ring here.
Maybe. Game of Thrones?
The Executioner. Yeah, it's a King of the Ring promo.
God damn. Oh yeah, it's in a month, right? Yeah, live pay-per-view.
Yeah.
June 25th. What is King gonna announce that he wants it?
No, he wants his match right now with Bret Hart. He wants Bret. He wants him now.
Yeah. Jack Tunney.
Yeah.
The president of the WWF.
And from yeah, who we got? Oh, a little promo segment here with Sid.
Yeah. Hey Ryan, I'm gonna go run take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Make sure the camera's on you.
Awesome.
You get your close up.
There we go. My big break. Sid, his second run now in the WWF at the time. Always jumping back from WWF to WCW around in this time in the 90s. Joining into the $1 Million Corporation. Rough powerbomb there on Bam Bam. Got him up though, the big man. And this is here, yeah. So this is now where he's going to turn on Shawn Michaels. This is actually what's going to get Diesel in. Diesel's going to become the bodyguard for Shawn. And that's just going to start the big storyline between these two big guys. Such a great character, man. Such a great character. It's a shame that he never really got much more than a 2-year run between companies. He could have been something monstrous if he was there long enough. So big, so bad. He's the guy. He's another one that really needs to get into the Hall of Fame soon. Whew. Rough landing there for Razor. Man. One of those guys that you just love to hate. You love to watch him work. So what do we got here now? King of the Ring qualifying matchup, I think it is now. We got Vince McMahon, Doc Hendricks. I can't hear what they're saying. I know. Time to sell some merch.
Do you have that, Ryan?
No.
That'd be pretty cool.
They've come a long way in their t-shirts. Straight up World Wrestling Federation on the back, not even like a guy's logo or anything.
I wish I had the hacksaw.
Oh,
foam.
the 2x4?
Yeah, or the Boss Man Billy Club or whatever.
Oh, the nightstick?
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. I saw him on Zack Ryder's toy thing.
I love they got the guy that stands up in the Bret Hart shirt and then they zoom right in on the two girls instead. Like, oh, we don't really want to have a man wearing a man's face. We're going to show the women.
Mabel.
So yeah, this is the King of the Ring qualifying match. I didn't think he was a heel at this time, but he has to be.
He's gonna be one of Diesel's opponents.
Yeah, after he's gonna win King of the Ring, and then he's gonna get the title shot against Diesel at I don't know. I guess it's probably an In Your House.
They're men on a mission, right?
Yeah, it was Mo, Oscar, and Mabel. And I don't know if that's Oscar or Mo. I don't know if it'll say. I love how he's just straight up wearing like a Target T-shirt, has a pocket in the front and everything. It's like they couldn't even give him like a Bret Hart T-shirt. They couldn't give him some worse.
So they're coming out with a Mabel with the hardcore title. Or
are they really?
Yeah, when he's wearing like black and shit though. He's facing Atom Bomb.
I saw the King Mabel figure while back.
They had that one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right now they have a King Bret on Ringside Collectibles.
They have what, sorry?
King Bret.
Yeah. I saw that one. Atom Bomb. Oh, I get it. It's like an atom bomb.
Doesn't he get his boom right now?
Oh, yeah, there's the radioactive goggles and everything. Yeah, there it is. Mushroom Cloud. He was, he becomes part of Chronic, right, in WCW?
Isn't he Wrath? in WCW.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
But I think Wrath is part of Chronic.
Okay. Because I know it's Crush is definitely part of it. Brian Clark, Brian Adams.
The Claw.
I love. It's like the stencil work. Adam Bomb, King of the Ring. What?
Well, I put on Adam Bomb and it's Brian, and it comes up as Brian Clark on Wikipedia.
Okay, yeah. So then so he'll be part of Chronic then.
Is he Wrath though? Was I right on that? Let me check that out.
He might be. Yeah, because there was Wrath and Mortis, right?
Yeah, that WCW was Wrath.
And Mortis was Canyon, right?
Yep.
I miss Chris Canyon, man. He was, oh God, he was great.
I like the Mortis character.
Yeah.
When I played WCW, I forget which one it was. Was it Revenge or?
He was definitely in Revenge for sure.
You could do the regular version or him. And then and then you could do Wrath, and I forget what else.
I was, man, I miss that game.
I have it. I should play it.
That Revenge, I used to do Glacier versus Mortis because it was basically that guy, WCW's version of Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Oh man, a weak ass bomb by
down. Whew.
That was weak. He almost didn't clear the ropes.
Doesn't matter. Got the big man down.
Yeah.
I always like that.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I always like that in Bomb Man. He's just a fun character. He's trying to do more than he can. That's the thing. But like the character itself is such a fun character.
He's barely getting the move over, but it has no oomph after it.
Yeah.
So he's clearing the ropes, but then like the execution
like,
of the clothesline stuff, yeah, that one's good.
Like if he could do like almost like a springboard style on the top rope, if he could have done that on that clothesline, it would have worked a lot better to come into the ring. But
why are they so over on Mabel? I don't get it though.
He's a big man. I think they wanted like.
But look at that was garbage though.
I think that they were trying to get Diesel over Soap. Like that's why they're not having Diesel and Bret and Diesel and Shawn and Diesel and all like these. They're giving him Sid and then they're going to give him Mabel. They wanted to fight like the big guys to really get him over, and it just doesn't work. That's it.
Yeah, he is somewhat mobile, but he's so like blubbery.
Yeah. See the problem, the problem is that he's too big.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if he was like 100 pounds lighter, he would still be a beast, and he would be able to move a lot better.
Yeah.
And you could do more with him.
Why were those Lady Mabels booing Mabel? In the front.
I don't know.
Those really fat chicks.
Remember Big Daddy V when he was with Lillian Garcia?
Mm-hmm. That was so weird.
That was the
So weird.
Oh, here we go. Razor and Savio.
Broke loose in the squared circle. Razormon, try to fill us in. Please.
Todd, have I got a scoop for you? Say hello to Savio Vega.
It was his
Okay,
debut.
so this is his debut, yeah.
Stars from the Caribbean. I don't recognize him at first. Chico, you changed a little.
That's it. Razor, I can help myself when I see the double J on the Rory. Try put
And
the
the Rory.
on you. That's not my way. Go in there and fight. But
What?
nobody gonna miss.
I speak Spanish. I don't know what the fuck he said.
With my friend right here, Razor.
I was about to ask you, what did he just say there?
Fought against this man before. And I gotta tell you, it's good to
I gotta
have
tell
on
you.
my side. Gracias, man.
I'm Hispanic because I just talk like this. At least Savio Vega was just fucked up because he didn't know what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah, was it Spanglish or that?
Yeah, it was like Spanglish, but he was fucked up. Razor's just like, hey, I'm Hispanic now, man.
Nope. Jerry Lawler's mad.
And we're getting it right away now?
He's trying to get the smoking guns out of the ring.
Is it only one of them fighting, or are they both fighting? Or was that Raw? I'm confused. Sorry, I watched Raw before.
Yeah, they take on Yoko and no one.
Okay, so one of the smoking guns took on Yoko, I think.
Okay.
On
Should have
Raw.
had both of them taken on Yoko. We get a fair fight.
Yeah. Your House. Man, that was a nice piss. I drink a coffee and then a Monster right afterward. Not a good idea if you don't want to take a piss. Here comes Corny. Yoko with the belt. Owen with the belt. Man, I wish I would release that Owen Hart. I have that Yoko.
I know, man. I wish so much that they can figure something out with Martha one day.
Well, they try to sue her right after. They try to sue her right after all that shit.
I forget why. I read it somewhere once. I forget what it was, but it was there was something to it.
Yeah.
There was like it's one of those like weird things
It's
that really.
it's a little confusing with her too, and I'll get into it a little bit. I don't know how. Well, I need to listen to all of the Chris Jericho one, but like when she was suing the WWF, the WWF was delaying the case or whatever, or for them going ahead. So her lawyer said throw out a number, and if they're gonna say no and like whatever, but if we throw out the number, it's gonna start inquiring interest of the date that we threw out the number, and they're gonna have to pay that interest as well on top of the number that we want.
Mm-hmm.
And they want this, so they did that so they wouldn't be able to delay the case anymore. That way, like, hey, there's interest going on where we can't keep delaying it. We have to come to a settlement.
Right.
So they came to a settlement, and since she had thrown out the number and they gave her the number, she pretty much was like, well, I didn't do this for money. I wanted it for justice, and she started the Owen Hart
and the thing that sucks
Foundation.
too is how much it messed up the Hart family too.
Yeah.
Because when courts get involved and stuff like that, things get twisted and that. And Bret wrote in his book about how Martha twisted things to make it sound like he was on Team Vince and stuff, and the sisters got pissed off at Bret for things, and there's a lot. There's so much to it. There's so much. It's fucky.
Yeah. Just sucks. I'll never get a Mattel Bret. Well, unless Mattel works out a separate deal. Or Mattel Owen. Unless they work out a separate deal with fucking.
Well,
what? What I should start looking into is customs. I'm pretty sure people make custom Owen heads nowadays.
They definitely do, because I've seen a lot of
Just get a Bret body.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of custom styled figures that aren't released, that people just have made.
Yeah.
And you probably cost a pretty penny, but
like I see it in Marvel, like they'll do custom heads and shit like that.
Right.
Different expressions.
Yeah, like I was thinking about the other day, it's like the only way really I think that Owen has any chance of getting into the Hall of Fame, and it sucks to say it, is when Martha dies and Owen's kids have the chance to negotiate things, because I think Martha's probably going to go to the grave standing firm on Owen not being involved anymore because of everything. Which, I mean, and I get her point of view, but at the same time, it is her husband, it's her family, it's everything like that. And we've talked about this before, but there's a legacy thing, like for Owen, like for the fans to actually be able to like respect Owen and like be able to like honor him properly by giving him his proper place in the Hall of Fame and that kind of stuff. Let that legacy like live on for everyone else. Because I mean they reached whatever kind of agreement to get the DVD released 3-4 years ago. So I mean,
I just selfishly want an Owen figure.
Oh, I would get an Owen figure in 2 seconds.
What is Billy Gunn in the ring versus Yoko right now?
Bart. Nope, Billy. Yeah. Trying to look at the hair color.
Before he becomes
Rockabilly.
Yeah, Rockabilly. What a downgrade from Bart or Billy Gunn to Rockabilly back to Billy Gunn.
It was. I think it was smart to have him become Rockabilly so that he could turn on Honky Tonk Man to become the badass.
But do you think that was the plan from the beginning?
I don't know. No, they were for sure going to have him be with Honky Tonk. I think for a while, and I think that they would just realize what they had because he was with Honky Tonk Man for a hot minute before he ends up becoming a New Age outlaw.
Oh, you didn't know? Now. Yoko, damn. Surprised he didn't take out the fucking ring. Dude, he's so fat.
So big.
Like, it's so weird, like, how big his midsection gets. Like, he's got a badonka donk.
Yeah. He was a big boy.
Yeah. He's got, it looks like he's got ham legs. You know, like those, like, a ham leg.
Yeah. That's a great way of describing it, too.
A ham hock. Just fucking, for a pair of legs. And he gets worse, man. I hate bringing it up, but people need to know the danger of this shit, man. Because he just did not give a fuck, and he let himself go. Yokozuna.
Yeah, like, and they talked about it on the Something to Wrestle podcast. He would just go to the buffet and just eat. He's like, it's part of my character. I had to get bigger. And they're like, not that big. Like we're gonna pay for you to go to Duke University to lose weight and be healthy. He's like, my character's supposed to be big. Like, yeah, but not that big.
Bruce Pritchard on Something to Wrestle with, the podcast with him and Conrad, they talk about on the Yokozuna episode that they do a photo shoot with Yokozuna. Oh shit! Bart Gunn takes a nasty spill to the outside where Owen avoids the cross body and he falls to the outside, and then Yoko with the leg drop on the outside. But he talks about a photo shoot where they have like a ton of food around Yoko and they take a picture of him. It's like for WWE magazine or cover or whatever. And he says that, they did the photo shoot, they took the pictures or whatever. He says Yokozuna did not move till he had finished all the food. He didn't have to, but that he did not move till he finished all of the food that was around him.
Chose to, yeah. Ooh, so mad. Yeah, it's.
Is the match over?
I got sidetracked, and they definitely have a Mattel Elite custom figures of Owen Hart. They got like the whole Hart Foundation with like Brian Pillman and everything. You can definitely get them custom made. They look pretty badass too.
Oh, here we go. They're talking to Big Sexy over here.
How's your head right now? What are you thinking?
Well, my head's a couple of different places. Number one, it's Mother's Day, and if anybody knows me and knows anything about me, knows my history. I lost my mother right after Christmas last year. So this is the first Mother's Day that I've been without a mom, and it really gives me a chance to reflect on how important this day is. And even though I lost my
We recorded last week on Mother's Day, right?
We
We already said Happy Mother's Day.
It certainly has been a rough weekend for you, considering what happened with Henry Godwin, 310 pounds, obviously not directly linked with $1 million corporation, but no question, working on their behalf. Got to ask you about the lower back. Physically, how are you feeling?
Todd, it seems like every day in the World Wrestling Federation, another 300-pound guy comes in the door that's got a lot of ability.
God damn.
I just sent you a picture. That's the last Owen Hart figure that I ever owned. It was from 1997. It's a Jack's Pacific.
I know what you're talking about. It's like that, right? In the package.
Yeah, but his neck is like the size of like your index finger. It's like.
I remember.
100%, buddy. 100%.
Mattel makes so much better figures now.
Oh, 1,000%.
Was that not Zack Ryder? Curtis Hawkins talks about it. How how he's got all these retro figures and Jacks, and he's got the whole line of Jacks.
Right.
And when Mattel took over the line, he's like, I'm not gonna start this shit over. I'm not gonna do this shit over again. And then he saw line 1 go by, and then he saw line 2 go by, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
These are the best wrestling figures out there to date. I need to start collecting them.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I collect. Mattel Elites. Well, I guess Ultimate Editions are kind of Elites as well, but they're still Mattel WWE figs. And then Marvel Legends are Hasbro. No, are they Hasbro? Yeah, I think they're Hasbro. And then Hasbro also has Star Wars, and they're taking over a lot of shit.
I love I don't like these ones here, right? Like these little Hasbro figures, the ones with they just have like the one little motion movement.
I have
That's
one.
my thing. Hmm?
I have one, but it's a newer edition of the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, like I have like the Stone Cold that they released about a year or 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up, man, I had all of them, like Papa Shango and all that stuff, man. Like Warrior,
I want to do. I
Bossman,
want to do
Jade.
something stupid,
What's
but it's
that?
too much money. It's $170 for a mint on card Hasbro Razor Ramon.
Oof.
I Razor Ramon's my favorite fucking wrestler.
Right.
I'm not a really big Hasbro figure from back in the day fan, but I wouldn't mind having that figure.
Having that.
Yeah. But that only starts the itch. I get him, and then what's
Well,
next?
that's it. Yeah, then it's
It's like, well, then I need Hogan, and then I need Warrior, and then it's like, well, if I have Hogan and Warrior, then I need the fucking opponents, and it's like, ugh. It never ends.
yeah, like Jax was like they were at the time they were awesome because suddenly you had these figures that their arms and legs moved and they weren't hard plastic or just like solid rubber. They like you could do different things with them. But then they got weird. Like they did these like stomp. I forget what there was. There was like an acronym for something, and they had they did. I think it was underwater, outer space, and another one. And they had the like, armor for the body, arms, legs, and head, and they would come like a weapon. But then they had Ahmed Johnson, and he was a farmer, and it came with like a pitchfork. And it's like, what do we like now? You're not making wrestlers. You're making like basically GI Joe style figures in a way.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know where I put it though. I have a stupid Nash figure, and I haven't opened them, but that comes with like a wolf head, and like you hit the buzzard, and the wolf head's like the missile. It's like stupid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he comes like an accessory pack. I don't know where I have him though.
Like I'm sure, like if I had those figures from when I was a kid now,
I do know where I have them. I put them away.
if I had some of them now, I'd love it because like I'd be like give it to my kids, like here you go, have fun, knock yourself out. But at the time, like they were just so corny. Like the problem is that like when they put those lines out, that was all they put out. So like, you would either get like you would have like the first wave was like I think it was Gold Dust, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, and I think there was another guy. And then they put it. The second wave was like these like stomp figures, and it's like nothing else was available at the time. It's like what the fuck, man? Like you just go to the store and you get nothing. It's like man, I wanted to get like this guy or that guy, and they don't have it now. It's like come on.
Well, like these guys were mentioning the amount of rings that you were able to get from like a certain time, like in the like very few rings came out, like 10 different rings came out from like for like 20 years. So there was very limited rings that you were able to get, and now there's
Oh, well, like, when I was probably like 12, 13 years old, they had a Raw ring, WrestleMania ring, Survivor. Like they had like because it was like just all solid plastic, and you would have a sticker as the apron. So you would have you'd either have like the King of the Ring, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, etc., and Raw. But because it was a sticker on there, you can interchange them. You'd want to have I gotta get this ring so I can play a Raw, or I gotta get this ring so I can play they were smart in that way because kids wanted to get them all so that they could have a year's worth of pay-per-views kind of thing that they could wrestle with that with their toys. It made sense.
Now I have this one for now. Like I said, it was $20. I have this one for now. I do want to get an authentic one because the authentic one you can change the ring skirts out and the actual mat. Like it gives you a mat skirt too. So
well,
like
they even now like they have like they'll release like a Money in the Bank play set, and it comes with the interchangeable apron, and it comes with like the ladder, the briefcase, and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, they definitely come a long way where now you can just get like an accessory to build onto what you've had.
Yeah.
But like I mean, that documentary, Toys That Made Us or Toys When We Were Kids, whatever, it's on Netflix. The one on the wrestling figures, man, I was watching that. It took me back from like my childhood all the way through because I remember owning all these different figures and all these different accessories and all these different things, and it was so awesome. It was so great. I loved it. And then then all of a sudden I stop collecting them. I get older and whatnot. I move on. And they all of a sudden these new figures start coming. I'm like, oh fuck, man, why couldn't they have this when I was a kid, man? Like,
Yeah. That's why I don't have kids, so now I can have them be like, man, this is so cool. Like,
yeah,
I can put my figs in there. But yeah, I'm gonna probably open that and make some room for that over there in the display. It's gonna be sweet. You're gonna be so jealous, Ryan.
I was already telling Karen, I'm like, oh man, Ross getting a ring. She goes, a ring? Like, what? Is he getting married? I'm like, no, like for his figures.
She's like, I don't give a fuck.
And that's what she goes. She goes, oh, and just that. Like, what do you mean? Oh, I'm like,
It's like, Raph was looking for a ring. Oh,
yeah,
he's getting married.
It's like the difference between talking to a wrestling fan and a non-wrestling fan.
Like, no, he's finally getting his wrestling ring for his figures. You idiot.
Yeah, that's most of the conversations with my wife and kids end up with someone calling me an idiot.
My wife.
Yeah. We're missing the second Bret Hart match here.
Yeah, he's taking it to King.
He came out limping, but he's not limping anymore.
Well, I think he pretended to limp, and then he started jogging like, ha, 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 I'm fine.
Yeah, he chased him around the ring. Oh, Kushi's manager comes back out.
The face paint.
Oh, there goes Hebner's
the
tat out. Here comes Kushi now.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the manager. Oh, you need help? Oh, you need...
Not while Bret's winning. Kaboom!
Yep.
Here comes Hakushi.
Looks like a Japanese pirate with that bandana. That's it? Just gonna...
Is he gonna hit King too?
I was wondering. Oh, they're gonna set up, yeah, it's gonna be... He's gonna hold him for Hakushi. What's gonna do here? Senton? Nope.
Headbutt?
Nice headbutt.
Oh, fuck.
Nice headbutt. Do one more. King.
Kushi better watch out. That's not a...
And the referee's back in the ring now to see this.
Why'd the manager do that? That idiot. The ref could have seen it.
I love how he's like holding him though too.
Yeah. Like he let him in way too early. He should let him in now.
Come on, Bret. Kick out, Bret.
There's no way.
No,
that's it. 2 headbutts from Hakushi.
I love how you get like 3 fans stand up and start clapping for him.
Yeah. I love how the super hot chick keeps jiggling her tits and the camera's like, get it, get it, get it.
Yeah.
She's cheering with her hands up. Get it. Vince McMahon, I bet he's like, the tits.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I was watching the other night. They put it was the 10 greatest matches of the 2010s or something like that, or the 2000s, and one of them was CM Punk versus John Cena when CM Punk wins the title in Chicago, Money in the Bank, and leaves. Mm-hmm. And Vince grabs the headset, and you can hear him. He's like, "Get Del Rio back here, get him back here." And you know that normally that's like the conversation that doesn't get picked up by the mic, but for the sake of the story, it is getting picked up.
Yeah.
But like when you see the girls out there, Vince is on the microphone, be like, "Okay, and go now.
Focus on the tits. Focus on the tits."
Exactly.
They're jiggling. Oh God.
Now you know that Jerry's not going to do anything with that young lady because she's a little too old for him. Too soon?
It wasn't too soon for him. I got 1 and 2.
That was that was something to wrestle, man. When I heard like the rumors and that kind of stuff about it, when you hear like the story from Bruce Pritchard, but like no, like we had to take him off TV for a while because of these legal proceedings because he had relations with a 14-year-old. You're like, oh, Jerry, oh, and he's still beloved though, eh?
Well, he's still on TV to this day. To this day.
Yeah. He's still winning titles in different organizations.
Is he?
Yeah, I forget where it was. He was I want to say it was like a Memphis independent territory kind of thing.
No, not Memphis.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, month or two ago, and he had like a retirement match. And he ended up winning the title. Guy's got like the most title reigns in wrestling history. It's amazing what happens when you own the promotion, eh?
Yeah. Fuck it. Put yourself over.
God, I love Sid, man.
Do you see that other Dark Side of the Ring with that guy that fucking...
The guy, is this the one where the guy died of like with cocaine and strippers?
Oh, yeah, that shit was crazy, that story.
I heard, I haven't seen it. I looked up the promoter because I heard, or I saw like a meme about like, when I go out, I want to go out like this guy. So I'm like, who's this guy? I looked him up. I was like, oh man, I gotta see this episode.
One of the ending things was one of the wrestlers being like, he went out what he loved doing. Cocaine and hookers.
Yeah. Oh man.
And like he screwed everyone over on like, and he would write him bad checks. Mick Foley, like he had some of the best wrestlers there.
Yeah.
Screwed everyone over.
And back in the day, you could get away with a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm. And he did.
Yes, sir.
Did you watch the Fight Companion yesterday?
No, I did
not mine. Rogan's.
No,
I'm not that egotistical.
I didn't. I was in the midst of a 3-hour Brooklyn Nine-Nine binge.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
they got into it on COVID so bad, on like recalling the mayor, the governor.
Really?
How they need to move to Texas. They're really taking it crazy, this whole quarantine thing.
Well, this is straight up Eddie Bravo's alley, eh?
Oh, Eddie Bravo was yelling the whole time over everybody. Joe had to calm down. Like, oh, that's always Eddie though. But like,
anytime anything happens with Eddie Bravo where there could be a conspiracy,
yeah, he's like, we're gonna miss the New World Order here, guys. Where's my COVID check?
Yeah,
I got my first one. I want that second one. DSLR cameras everywhere, dude. You're gonna start seeing. I'm gonna start taking pictures of my figs. It's gonna be badass fig pics.
We have to. Did you see? Okay, come on. We have to get 2 giant rakes to stir up all of these different envelopes, and then all they do is they just brush them across the top, and that's it. Come on.
She better dig into the bottom, middle bottom.
It's like, we're gonna give away a free house. Oh goddamn! What's the catch? You have to live in Florida.
Goddamn. Well, right now it's only the place where you can get sports. So.
Yeah. Well, I heard that UFC might be moving to Arizona.
Well, Arizona's, I think, allowing sports leagues to operate there as well, since there's
I know that baseball's talking about having games played there.
Yeah, because there's not that many cases of COVID there or something.
Yet.
Well, yeah. Once people start going, and
it's because everyone that lives in Arizona is like 100 years old and they don't go outside already.
How dare you, Ryan?
Yeah, I got nothing against Arizona.
Doesn't sound like it though.
It's hashtag facts. I mean, why do you think New York has so many cases? Because there's so many people that want to go, and they're all young and they want to go out.
They do have a badass baseball mascot, the Diamondback.
Yeah, Diamondback. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
He's trying to dial the number. He can't find a number. Where's that 7? They moved it.
Likes to get the kid on the line and everything.
It's ringing. Well, I hope so. You dialed a number.
Yeah, it better be ringing.
The good news, they paid their phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta really hope. You gotta hope that they're home, right? Like.
Yeah, I'm here. I bought keto ice cream from Aldi. It's not that bad.
Oh yeah, what do they use with that?
I guess just cream and then non-sugar sweetener. This one.
Okay. Like a stevia kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what they use in it either, but like it's cream, and since cream is just fat, it's they're able to use it some sorts of cream. It was just a lot chalkier than regular ice cream. It just wasn't as creamy. You get me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get.
It was just chalky, but it was good. Like
it's like vegan ice cream.
Yeah,
like the flavor there with vegan ice cream. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say the flavor because sometimes you can get like a chocolate ice cream that's vegan, but the flavor is nothing but coconut.
Yeah.
But then you can also get a chocolate one, and it has you eat it, and your tongue gets like that chalky after flavor or after texture. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and it wasn't bad. It's a good substitute if you want to keep keto and you're like, fuck it, I want ice cream. It's got like five net carbs per serving, and it's only 3 servings.
That's not bad.
So even even if you eat the whole little thing, which it was regular size thing,
Yeah,
it was still under your carb limit for the day. So
that's what I've always like. That's the one thing I've found like with the that was always nice with vegan treats is that when you think that what I just really want something and you eat it and you're like you kind of get like that satisfaction,
Yeah.
but you don't crave eating like 35 ice cream bars.
yeah. Look at that, Ryan.
Woo wee.
I look like a fucking wrestler. I'm about to get hit by a car. I got him bald and I got a goatee.
Fuck it. Oh, what happened to my computer?
don't
Oh,
know.
there you are. You just disappeared for a minute. You started flexing. My computer broke.
Yeah, I broke your computer. I don't know why it disappeared over here too on the camera. I'll get it back.
Oh.
I see you. Your camera's good, but then the eye source is like.
Well, yeah, something came up on my screen and said, virus awareness.
I thought I was gonna say Rafa's too jacked. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, yeah. Cannot compute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Sid, but back when he was Sid Justice, he used to come out in like that turquoise and like or bright blue, and now he's coming out in like this red. Like there's something about him in the black trunks that's like just the pure iconic Sid. He's one of these guys. You got to get like Sid and Kamala and Vader. This is like there are some guys that need to get into the Hall of Fame soon.
Sid's not in there yet?
Not yet, no.
I have a Sid fig because he was super cheap,
Nice.
so I picked him up.
Yeah, I think Sid is part of like why Davy Boy Smith was in the Hall of Fame because like not necessarily out of ring, like they didn't want to put Davy Boy in because of Dynamite, and I think that Sid's not in just because of his like he would be there for a bit, then he'd jump ship, and then either just like not rely like as iconic as he is and how well remembered he is, he'll get in, but it's gonna take it'll be a while kind of thing.
You remember when Sid fucked up his shin?
Oh yeah, that second rope
Yeah,
jump
It always freaks me out.
makes me think of
Because I shattered my shin.
I was gonna say, yeah. When every time I watch that, I think about you telling me about your skateboarding injury.
Yeah. Wow. Speaking of skateboarding, fucking Tony Hawk Pro Skater
Tony
1
Hawk.
2 is getting remade. It's gonna be so sick.
Baby, I can't wait.
I'm scared though because that's the reason I picked up a skateboard. It was in my formative years of developing, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out. And then
Well, was it you that shared that Simpsons meme of Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
And you, Mr. Burns and Hans Old Man.
31 hearing that Tony Hawk Pro Skater is coming back.
Oh, yeah.
I also remember the Steve Buscemi thing. I forgot what movie it's in. What's up, fellow teenagers?
Oh yeah, what's up, fellow teenagers?
Yeah, he's got a skateboard and a backwards hat.
I think that's 30 Rock.
Okay.
I think I think that's what it is. Yeah, because I remember seeing that somewhere, and I had to look it up because I didn't know where it was from, but I saw like the meme of it, and I was like, what the fuck I got to see this movie, and I had to like click on YouTube, and I think it was like a 30 Rock segment because I never watched that show.
Did my camera disappear for you, Ryan?
No, I still got you.
Okay.
Well, you disappeared for a bit, but you came back.
I always do.
Yeah. Hey, happy birthday to John Davis. Remember the Full Heel group?
Okay, yeah, happy birthday. This is cumpleaños.
This match could have potentially been like a match made in heaven for these guys.
Oh, yeah, dude. Sid versus Diesel? Fuck yeah. Both super athletic.
I don't even know if I've even like seen this match, or if I did, like it's probably been about 25 years since I've seen this match. So I'm kind of excited because I don't really know what to expect in here, but I got these really bad feelings of what's going to happen. I don't know why.
Well, Sid's not going to break his ankle, so it's not the worst that's going to happen. Or shatter his shin, sorry.
Yeah. And you know that. And since Bret takes the title from Diesel, I'm pretty sure that Diesel's going to at least walk away with the title. Doesn't matter how does it end.
But yeah, but kind of knowing that like it kind of leads nowhere for these guys, you're kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, again.
It leads nowhere for Diesel because he really doesn't get any.
Yeah, he's just going to finish this off and go on with to feud with. Got some speed in him early. He has that little feud with Mabel, and then just that's about it. Then he'll drop the belt to Bret.
Yeah, they're going in '96. They're going next year.
Diesel almost left the ring on that flying elbow there on Sid.
Yeah, this time next year, they're gone because they're going to start forming. They're going to start teasing the NWO. That's when it starts going over.
Yeah, because it was May '96 that Scott Hall makes his Nitro debut for the crowd. Yeah, you're right. And I think
I'm getting my dates in order now, like with watching all these old pay-per-views and watching old WWF and WCW and comparing. I'm getting my dates.
And I think Sid's going to disappear. I don't really remember too much of Sid. I know that he's going to come back at the end of '96 to win the title from Shawn going into '97. But for the life of me, I can't really think of really what Sid does after this. Like, I remember him turning on Shawn, and that's why Diesel came in as the bodyguard. But then after that, I don't really remember much of Sid up until the end of '96 into the '97 years.
When was Shockmaster?
Right? That's got to be like probably probably '94, '95 maybe.
I was thinking, did he leave to WCW and they did the Shockmaster thing? I could look up Shockmaster.
Because I know that Bulldog was in that segment, and that was, I think, in between him leaving WWE and coming back. So it's right around this time frame, I'm sure.
The Shockmaster.
So sad for Fred Ottman that's how he's remembered. Ottoman, whatever I forget what his last name is. So he was a fun little character back in when he was Tugboat and Typhoon. And he's always remembered as the Shockmaster no matter what. Mm-hmm. That would be the best for WrestleMania to do, if they were to do another gimmick battle royale and they bring out the Shockmaster.
Didn't they use him like that somewhat?
Maybe they did. I don't know.
I know they released a fig of him.
Yeah, they definitely. I saw that because after Titus O'Neil went underneath the ring apron, there was a really funny meme that was going around, and it was the Shockmaster handing a torch and Titus O'Neil accepting it. Oof. I love this Diesel outfit.
This Diesel outfit is a variant in a Mattel line. He's super rare. He came with the WWF Championship. Came with the gray and the black on the bottom. I think I have black on black Diesel.
Okay, yeah.
With the mullet, he's got like the poof on top.
Yeah, because he always had like here, like where it says Diesel across the chest. I remember him having like there's always like not always something different, but he had like different styles on what was on his shirt across his chest there.
Yeah, Shockmaster was 93, 94, so it was before this already.
Oh, huh. Dude, man, next Saturday is the 21st anniversary of Owen Hart's death, man.
God damn.
Crazy.
We saw Owen earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Well, shit, is this the main event already?
Yeah. That's the thing, man. These In Your Houses, you got your 5-6 matches, and it's not a terrible pay-per-view. That tag team match with Owen was a little bizarre. I wonder if there was like an actual injury when if it was Billy or Bart. I forget when he took that spill. I wonder if he actually did get a little bit of a knock.
It
because
was
that
a
seemed
spill to the outside pretty bad.
because right after that it was like a 1-2-3 and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of wrapped that one up really fast, it seemed. And then, yeah, the Jerry King Lawler match was just like for story purposes. But, I mean, it hasn't been a terrible pay-per-view so far. Nice handicap match. The opening match with Bret and Hakushi. You got the main events. So far, the main events starting off all right.
What happened? What happened?
No, just saying, like so far, like these matches they haven't been terrible.
No, they haven't. No, of course not.
Like, and that was where WWF got smart when they were talking about, doing a shorter pay-per-view and taking like $10, $15 off the rental prices. It's genius.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
and even in this match you have babyface and like so you had it's not boring. You had Diesel start off pretty fast and then you have the Sid trying to break him down and slow it down, sub him out, and you had a lot more like high pace. Well, Diesel, you had a lot more Diesel in the offense of Kevin Nash.
And see, this is what Diesel actually did need. Because it kind of sucks that he is so big. Because Diesel, the champion needs to have the adversity, right?
Uh-huh.
So to see Diesel actually be in the position with that normally he would be the guy that's dishing out this punishment. So now to see him has to find the resiliency to come back right now.
Hey Ryan, how far do you live away from Toys R Us?
Just actually, I'm right on the expressway, so it's probably like a 10-minute drive.
I hate you so much.
Next time I make my way out there, I'll let you know. I'll take some pictures.
Right now, they're closed. They're not essential, bro.
They're essential. They're essential.
It sucks because I haven't been able to go to Disc Replay.
Oh yeah. I find it hilarious like what's considered essential and what's not. Because like Babies R Us, they sell diapers. People have babies all the time. You gotta get clothes. You gotta get all that kind of stuff. So you gotta Babies R Us needs to be open so you can go get that stuff, and that's connected to Toys R Us.
Damn,
so
boom.
You gotta have them all open, baby.
Are they both open?
I don't know. We go there maybe like 3 times a year.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you kind of don't need diapers anymore, right?
One just at nighttime. But we're just like, we do like Toys R Us for one birthday, Toys R Us for another birthday, Toys R Us for Christmas, and then like maybe like we'll sneak a visit out for it that way. Gotta hook the legs, Sid. Come on.
Yep, stop being lazy, bro. It sucks watching these old pay-per-views and realizing I passed up on some of these. Like, I have Sid and I have a Diesel, but I passed up on $1 Million Man I could have had. In Your House.
When you were out taking a piss, they had showing like the little promo for Sid, and he actually got Bam Bam up for a power bomb. And he almost crippled Bam Bam, kind of like when Diesel or Kevin Nash had the Giant up there and dropped him on his neck. It was very reminiscent of that. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you can get him pretty close, but let's not risk it.
Yeah, especially with Bam Bam.
So that's a lot of weight that's falling down on someone's neck.
Yeah. Not cool, bro.
No.
I don't remember Sid wearing this red gear. I just remember him in black.
I almost feel like if Sid wore red gear, he'd be like almost like early WCW days, or maybe even like the Southern Territories before he was in WCW and WWF and all that. Because I remember him in turquoise as Sid Justice, and then in all black for like the majority of his career.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Well, you don't like that insane look that...
That was so... He's like, no, come on. Nice.
That'll break a tailbone.
Yeah.
Elbow to the stomach by Diesel.
Here comes the choke slam.
From Sid. Weak ass choke slam.
See, like, his one-handed choke slam was really good, but when you got the big guy, you got to do the two hands sometimes.
Yeah. I get it. You want to seem like the cock of the walk, but Diesel's bigger than you, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And Diesel's probably not getting a lot of height because he's had knee problems like most of his career.
My knees.
You ever watch those Table for Three ever?
No.
I was checking some out the other day, and it was Table of Domination or something like that. It was D'Lo, and Mark Henry sitting down, and right before, or not got I guess Charles is his name, Charles Wright. Right before he joined the Nation, he was supposed to come back as an Attitude Era version of Papa Shango from back in the day, and he looked fucking bad ass, man. Like he looked like something like straight out of like a horror movie.
The Boogeyman style-esque?
Kind of, yeah. Like still with like the white face paint and all that stuff, but a lot darker than like the early '90s gimmick.
Imagine him in the Ministry of Darkness.
Oof. I mean, we ended up getting the Godfather out, so it's like I'm not upset.
Yeah, I have a Godfather over there, bro.
But Papa Shango was always one of my favorite characters in wrestling. And just to see like what like I could have had a second run with him back when I was like rating my fandom. Oh man, what could have been? What could have been?
No, yeah, I mean, Papa Shango's awesome.
Can't witch doctors be pimps too?
A pimp witch doctor.
Yeah, that's it. You're right.
Pimps witches.
Yeah, exactly. Sid gets dropped.
That's it. Disqualification.
Oh, Tatanka.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Why's Tatanka out here? Is he out by the $1 Million Man too? No, $1 Million Man's going after him too.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like when he came out or in the promo, it showed him with Kama and all those guys and Bam Bam because they were all part of the $1 Million Corporation. I had no memory of Sid in the $1 Million Corporation ever.
No. Is he like their main guy right now?
Yeah, because I think this is right after WrestleMania 11, so Bam Bam's lost to Lawrence Taylor, and Sid took out Bam Bam. I'm guessing from what I'm piecing together based off the promo and the era. They're gonna drop Diesel again.
Bam Bam.
There's another guy's got into the Hall of Fame. Man.
Oh shit, there's Bam Bam.
Boom. Look at that. It's like Candyman. He says his name 3 times. He appears.
I want a Bam Bam figure. I love Bam Bam.
Yeah, he was so good, man.
The colors, the outfit, the character.
Always so good.
Would be awesome in fig.
And he never changed, man. Like everywhere he went, he had the same everything, and he always just got over.
Bam Bam Bigelow. You stay out of the ring, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You come in here, you fucking Indian son of a. Oh, I can do that. I have Native American blood in me.
Yeah, Bam Bam. That's another guy that never got a title run. They could have got one. It's like when you like storyline in your head, what could have had? Like, imagine like a nice. You see how Shawn worked with Vader. You could have had Shawn and Bam Bam instead. Like plug that in there. Ooh, because Bam Bam, man, the most agile big man probably ever, I'd say.
Why isn't Bam Bam in the $1 Million Corporation?
Because he lost to Lawrence Taylor and he embarrassed them.
Was he in there?
Yeah, he was part of the $1 Million Corporation, and then WrestleMania right before this In Your House.
Oh, that's why on Raw he came out and he made a disclaimer like, I shouldn't have shoved Lawrence Taylor. He's one of the greatest athletes I faced.
Yeah, and then that's where he gets like a face turn, and that's where the $1 Million Man comes out, and Sid power bombs him somewhere around there, I guess, and takes his place as the cream of the crop in the corporation.
They had him come out and give some kind of speech talk about it, where he was just, it was a vignette where he was just saying I shouldn't have done that to this guy. I was being an asshole and I got what I deserved, but it's not just some regular guy. It's Lawrence Taylor, one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Yeah, and nobody knows that he is going to be doing cocaine off of hookers and beating up underage prostitutes in hotel rooms in 10 years' time.
Brother.
That's no
UFO? No?
Yeah, what are they promoting here? Oh, this is the next In Your House or something?
In Your House was out of this world. That's why
In Your House 2.
Out of this world. We can do that next.
Yeah.
That guy's been requesting stuff. He wanted to request something, but we kind of had a plan. So and In Your House came
Oh
out.
God,
So,
saving the world, WWF.
saving the world, and he likes this era of wrestling anyway. So enjoy this era of wrestling. Is that the next one?
It might be. I don't know what.
Let me figure out the title. It'll come up real quick, and then we can end it. Ryan, where can they find you? Give them your
So yeah, Twitter, Instagram. It's at r.demps.16. Search Ryan Dempsey on Facebook. I'm in the group, always posting stuff and commenting. I've been starting up a brand new sourdough starter. So I've been posting a lot of that lately. This is going to be, I'm hoping, a lifetime starter that I can sell, pass down to my kids one day. So follow my sourdough journey on that. If you care about breads, you can also search Bread by Ryan on Facebook. I have a little group there I've started up, and yeah, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Go ahead and check that out. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, and anywhere you can find the podcast. If you want to watch the videos, we're on YouTube. If you want to just get the audio, we also have that as well. So next week, we will be doing In Your House #2 from July 23rd, 1995, where Diesel will take on Psycho Sid in a lumberjack match. So the feud will continue past King of the Ring. They have King of the Ring in between both those pay-per-views.
Oh, right. Okay. So that's where the lumberjack match comes in.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to watch King of the Ring before this, and the Raws leading up to this. We got a week in between this probably. It may be sooner if we have time, but I'm gonna try to get them in. Maybe even today I'll watch the King of the Ring or something.
Well, that's the nice thing too about the Raws that right now is like they're an hour, so it's like 40 minutes. You're in and out.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy fast.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, Ryan, for joining me once again.
Thank you for having me, my friend.
No problem.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure having you on here. Thanks a lot, everyone, for downloading and listening to the podcast. I love all you guys. Please check out Football on Full Heel. They are dropping episodes now weekly, even during the quarantine. They're calling in. I'm hosting their calls and uploading them for you guys so you guys can check out their picks and their thoughts on them. Thank you for watching, the people that do watch on there.
And it's back. Footy is back.
Yes, Bundesliga came back this weekend, right?
Yep.
It's the German league for those of you guys that don't know.
And then Spain and Italy have confirmation dates for June, so who knows? Maybe this world will get some sports, and maybe that's the first step to some form of normality back in our lives. We all need it.
Yeah. So go ahead and subscribe to the network, Full Heel Podcast, bringing you soccer, WWE, and MMA news, boxing as well. I love all you guys. Thanks a lot for downloading, and I guess I'll see you guys next time on the Full Heel Podcast. Peace out.